We've got some updates out of Matthews where there's been this data center that's been discussed. We recently reported on it actually in very recent days. But we actually just seen a post here from the mayor, John Higdon, who you can see this is coming from, looks like his Facebook page for re-election as he's trying to run for re-election here. And here, as it reads, it says, for many of you who have been following the proposed rezoning for the data center on John Street, the developer has withdrawn its application. He goes on to say, thank you for your diligence and engagement through this process. Your investment in our community is one of the many reasons Matthews is an incredible place to call home. So once again, seemingly this data center that was proposed for Matthews on John Street is not going to happen. On behalf of the developer's part, sounds like they have pulled their proposal. We talked about this. If you're curious about it, it would be 123 acres of a wooded stretch that would have been turned into this data center. It was near East John and I-45, and the project would have been called Project Accelerate. As you can imagine, with a lot of these data centers, as we've reported on in recent weeks in different municipalities, they can be quite controversial. Some residents are not on board with them just because of how it changes the landscape and kind of like the vibe of an area. And in some cases, like the one we talked about in Statesville that was just pushed forward by the city last night, it's farmland, so that would be quite a different change, you know, going from farmland to this data center. Some folks are not on board with that.